The corn is what, and I can behold the tide.
Hey everyone and welcome. In this video we're going to be having a look at Biden as he said on Memorial Day, which is a patriotic American day, one of the most unpatriotic bullcrap lines I have ever heard in my life. Joe Biden on Memorial Day said this: the Constitution and the Second Amendment was never absolute. So I thought we'd have a quick look at the Second Amendment to see exactly how absolute it is. Let's have a look. The Second Amendment, a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms, and this is the prime line of them all, shall not be infringed. Now technically the rules and regulations on firearms in America already infringes the Second Amendment, but that's for a different story. But this is Joe Biden himself, so we'll have a listen to his words, shall we? President Joe Biden has pushed for more gun control on Monday, even though it was Memorial Day, a national patriotic holiday. The Constitution, the Second Amendment, was never absolute, Biden said. Biden falsely claimed again that America was unable to purchase a cannon when the Second Amendment was passed, despite being repeatedly fact-checked as false by even the Washington Post and PolitiFact. You couldn't buy a cannon when the Second Amendment was passed, he said, and you couldn't go out and purchase a lot of weapons. Both of those you could. Then he recalled a briefing in which he was told the following information that I think is absolutely ridiculous. The 22 caliber bullet will lodge in the lungs and we can get it out, Biden said. A 9mm bullet blows the lung out of the body. Now that's absolute rubbish in my honest opinion. It might blow part of a lung out of a body, but it wouldn't take the whole thing. Maybe he's confusing a 9mm with a, I don't know, Desert Eagle. Something of that sort of caliber. The idea of a high caliber weapon, there is no rationale for it in terms of self-protection and hunting. No, but it has got a rationale for in terms of security of a free state and the right to bear them, doesn't it, Biden? Then he went on to quote Thomas Jefferson, who said, "The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants." And now he's actually used that to his own benefit, and he's come up with this. There was a while there where people were saying, you know, the tree of liberty is watered with the blood of patriots, and what we have to do is to be able to take on the government when they're wrong. This is where I think a threat came out of Biden's mouth towards half of his country's population. Biden argued in order for citizens to hold the government accountable with equal levels of force, Americans would have to own a fighter jet or tank. Sort of makes you wonder why he's not banning fighter jets and tanks. If it's really about what he says, taking on the government, numerous guns will do just as good a job as big weapons, in my honest opinion. And that's the point of the Second Amendment, to hold tyrants like him to account. And finally, let's have a listen to another completely idiotic statement. He said, "I know that it makes no sense to be able to buy or to purchase something that can fire up to 300 rounds, he said. You see the glaring stupidity in that? Anyone? I'm sure you do. He doesn't, obviously, and probably the left don't. All firearms fire 300 rounds. It just depends how quickly they do it. This is absolutely ridiculous. Anyone that's trained, even with handguns, can nearly match an AR-15. Nothing fires 300 rounds. Nothing, as far as I know, that isn't mounted on an aircraft. Let me know if I'm wrong on that, but as far as I know, 300 rounds is impossible from one clip, one magazine. So it's absolutely ridiculous. Even shotguns that he parades and says that people should own instead of AR-15s can fire 300 rounds. Just takes you a little bit longer to do it, does it not? Now, some of his absurd comments in regards to guns just prove he has no idea what he's talking about. He actually said in the past, if you want to protect yourself, get a double-barrel shotgun. Biden said in an interview with Parents Magazine, you don't need an AR-15. It's harder to aim, it's harder to use. Prove that. And in fact, you don't need 30 rounds to protect yourself. Buy a shotgun. What happens if it's 30 home invaders all intent on murdering and raping your family? What happens then? Are you going to be able to manage with a shotgun then, Biden? Buy a shotgun, he said. He also went on to say, during another interview, in regards to the buying a shotgun comment, that his additional advice when you do buy a shotgun is, when you get intruders, fire the shotgun through the door. You see the idiocy that this man holds, and he's supposedly the leader of the free world. America, you're in trouble if you don't vote Trump in again in 24. Wow, I dread to think what's going to happen. Biden really grates on my craw. He's crying about guns in his own country while giving billions of dollars worth of guns to National Socialist Ukrainians. Absolute hypocrisy. And not just that. Let's not forget they're protected by guns on a daily basis. Quite a lot of guns, and it's fine for them, everyone. But anyway, I'd like to know your opinion on this. It's absolutely ridiculous to say the Second Amendment and the Constitution was never absolute. Of course it was absolute. That's the point. But anyway, in my honest opinion, he's got zero to no chance of ever removing the guns. I'm not too sure if he even wants to. He just wants to use it as something to possibly rally the troops behind so that when 24 comes, they can hopefully do the same as they did last time. Let me know what you think though, everyone. Stay sane. Don't forget to share. I'll see you on the next one.